You're audible.
Okay. We'll wait for next round. Maybe some other candidates will join.
Sure, Arab.
Yeah. Okay, let's start some brief introduction about the ATS and about our journey. So, guys, I'm Arav, having experience around 19 years in protocol testing and telecom industry. Previously, I was worked in Ericsson Global around 12 years. Then I moved into this domain in Reliance Jio as a senior technical manager, quality and assurance. I spent around 5.5 months something, and then we are last 2.5 years we are managing the Arab Tech Solutions. We have one projects in India and we are running in Vietnam and Thailand as well. Mostly our project based on field testing and log analysis. So we have lots of things to learn. And the ATS is running since last 13 years. Before Corona, we are totally offline in Pune, Maharashtra. After the Corona, we are totally shifted to the online. We are covering across the world. Reason behind this, we have on projects for learning and we have multiple tools for learning purpose. We are also providing the hands-on. Those candidates are doing good while taking training. So we have multiple tools to provide for hands-on so that you can get involved in such a way so that you can crack the interview. So it's all about ATS and me. Today Rahul will take the technical webinar. So enjoy with Rahul. We'll catch you later at the end of this webinar. We'll discuss more. Yeah, Rahul, over to you.
Thank you, Arab. Hi all, welcome in this demo sessions. Okay, so today we will discuss some few points. Okay, so first I will start with what exactly we are providing in RF Tech solution. Okay, what all points we will cover, what is our strategy in our class sessions. Okay, so what exactly we will try to cover, what exactly we will try to provide you. Okay, after that we will discuss some basic about that, what all uh, players, what all companies are working in this domain. Okay, what exactly we are doing in protocol testing domain. Okay, so here, like, what is our day-to-day life. Okay, sometime it happens we are aware with that what exactly, so what is protocol testing, we just try to understand, but we are not sure like what exactly we do as a protocol testing engineer. Okay, so those things we will discuss, and after that we will see this few tools which we use for our training sessions. Okay, so let me share my screen. So any point of time, anything, if you have any other concern, any other doubt apart from that, please uh, ask. Okay, feel free to ask anything, any query. Okay, so let me share my screen. Okay, so this demo is guys for 5G ORAN and LTE plus Python automation. Okay, so let me start with what all things we are providing in RF Tech solution. Okay, so as Arav mentioned briefly, okay, so we are guys working professional, we are working in this telecom domain only. Okay, so apart from that, our regular training sessions, our some working projects. Okay, we are working professional, we are working professionals means apart from these training sessions we are also working full time in some reputed company. Okay, so means we are in this domain only. Okay, so as I'm Rahul. Okay, 15 plus year of experience. So now, yeah, hello. Any doubt? Anyone? Okay, so please put yourself on mute, guys. Okay, so yeah, so first thing is these are few points. These are few things, or we can say these are pillar of our training sessions, okay, which we are providing in our regular trainings, okay. So first thing is base theory concept, okay. So base theory concept is, so whatever we will cover, I will show you the what all syllabus we have, okay. So whatever topics we have as per our syllabus, okay. So we will try to cover those topics, we will try to understand those topics, okay. What exactly uh, concept we have, okay. So once we are familiar with concept, what exactly suppose for an example we have some scenario, okay. So let me CSFB handover or any LT power on any scenario, anything, okay. So first we will try to understand what exactly reason behind that scenario, okay. What is the triggering condition of that scenario, okay. For an example CSFB, okay. So in any specific condition, in what exact condition we will trigger CSFB. CSFB means circuit switch fallback, okay. If you are aware, that is fine. If you are not aware, that is also fine, okay. So just I'm taking one example, okay. So we will try to understand what is exactly happening behind that flow, okay. For an example, I'm writing down one term, this CSFB, okay. So first we will try to understand in our theory session what is concept of the CSFB, in which condition we will trigger CSFB, okay. What is the call flow of that CSFB, okay. So first thing is concept, okay. Second thing is call flow, okay. Call flow means whatever information we are sending to the E node B and whatever information we are receiving from the E node B, okay. Then we will see I's, okay. What do we mean by I? Information element, okay. So suppose we are sending some information to the E node B. In that message, what or particular information, what all particular important I's we are sending to the E node B, okay. So those things we will try to discuss. Then apart from that, setup and bugs and log analysis, okay. So these are few points we will discuss with respect to one topic, okay. So these first three thing means the concept of that particular flow, call flow, information, okay. What is required to execute that scenario, we will try to understand in our first part in this theory session, okay. So in this theory session, whatever we will cover, we will provide you the document, okay. We will provide you the PPTs, okay. Whatever we will cover, okay, so that like after class also you can walk through those slides, those PPTs, okay. All the sessions whatever we will cover, all the session will be recorded, okay, and we will upload those session on our app, okay. So we have app for our tech solution, okay. So as like Ara mentioned, we are working in many domains means we are working as service based company for some companies, okay, some product based companies, and we are also this training modules, okay, training things. So we are providing sessions, okay, so that we have all these things, all the required material, all the required infra which we can provide you in our sessions, okay. So first thing is our theory part, whatever required from your interview point of view, whatever scenario basis things required from interview point of view, that thing we will try to cover, we will try to understand in this first module, which is our theory concepts. Guys, clear? Anyone any doubt, anything? Please feel free to ask. If you have any doubt, any concern,
What is the duration for theory session?
what I missed your.
Means total duration for theory session. How many weeks you will take for theory session?
That again we will discuss in detail, but it is 4 months.
And this training is beneficial for telecom experience guys also.
Yes, yes. So this point again we will discuss it later. Means that particular this point we will explain in detail. Okay, so don't worry.
Okay.
In Q&A we will take discussion. Okay, don't worry. Okay. Apart from this, anyone anything like in from this theory point of view, whatever, if you want to know anything else. Okay, no issues. Okay, after that we have a real-time tool experience. Okay, so in this real-time tool experience, basically whatever we will cover in the theory part. Okay, suppose again the same example, the CSFB. For an example, we have covered the CSFB. In suppose we have covered this theory concept, theory call flow. We have understood like whatever we are doing in that particular concept, particular call flow. Okay, the same thing we will try to understand from practical point of view. Okay, so guys, just understand one thing. End of the day, theory is not only sufficient. Okay, theory is not only sufficient. We have to understand what exactly we have to do in real time. Okay, means once you join any company, once you kind of work as testing engineer, okay, we have to use some tools. Okay, we have to use certain tools, and we have to like kind of debug any issue. We have to check that whatever happening inside the log. Okay, sometime happens, suppose we have field testing engineer which is kind of responsible for taking log in the field. Okay, so suppose field testing engineer provided logs to you. Okay, so from that logs you have to understand what exactly steps he have performed. Okay, what exactly scenario he has performed. Okay, so from log only you have to understand what is happening in that scenario. Okay, so for that, for analysis, we have deep understanding of tools. Okay, we should have deep understanding of tools. Miss tool, I will show you what all tools we have in this domain. Okay, so we should aware how to use any tool. Okay, what type of log we have to upload, how to filter out the messages. Okay, we have multiple protocols, multiple layers. Okay, so based on the scenario, we have to find out, we have to figure out what all uh, log filters we have to apply, how to filter out any particular message, how to check any particular message. Okay, so those things we have to find out, those things we have to understand. Okay, so these things we will discuss in detail with respect to tool, with respect to practical. Okay, means real time, how exactly we test this particular scenario in real time. Okay, for an example, I will not go in deep. For an example, CSFB. Again, so CSFB is circuit switch fallback. Anyone? What is CSFB?
Yes,
Anyone?
circuit switch fallback. Suppose anyone is calling in 4G network. During call is moving on that area where 4G is network is not serving. On that case, call will already automatically shifted to legacy network 3G or 2G. That is called CSM.
Okay. Anyone else? Any other thought? Okay. So somewhat correct, but not exactly. Okay. So it is nothing like that. LT is not available. LTE available, but without voice. Okay. Means no voice. Okay. In that case, what we will do? We will fall back to 3G and 2G for our voice call. Okay, this is our CSFB. Okay, means LT is available. Initially we are attached with LT for our PS services, for our data sessions. Okay, so this is when we were not having IMS services. Okay, so for that we just fall back to the 3G 2G for our establishment of call. Okay, so our main point is this is we know, this is we are aware. Okay, but practically how we make the setup. Okay, so first thing is we need 4G with no VO IP support. Okay, means where we don't have the VO voice support, plus we need any one signal of 3G or 2G. Okay, one signal 2G 3G. Then how we will feed this signal to the UE in lab, how we will fill this one to UE. Okay, how we will split these signals, how we make the connections, how we will make the arrangements. Okay, so those things in detail we will try to understand in our practical scenarios. Okay, how exactly we do. Okay, we can see the live logging. Okay, from our lab. not in India, but outside we have some labs. Okay, our team are working. So from there we can see the live logging, how exactly perform this scenario, how exactly capture the log, how to again reload the logs in the tool. Okay, how to filter out the messages. Okay, so each and everything step by step in detail we can analyze, we can see. Okay, so in that way we can analyze, we can understand any concept, anything completely. Okay, so guys, just 1 second. Sometime we observe it happens, you are aware with some concepts. Okay, it happens like you are all are working in telecom domain only. Okay, so you are aware with some concept, suppose this concept, this concept, this concept. Okay, so individual concept people are aware, means what is concept, means that overview we can say, or we can say like kind of from top view of that concept. Okay, people are aware, that is fine. Okay, but in real time we have to understand what is dependency of one concept onto another. Okay, so this is all about approach. Okay, what is the dependency of one thing on another? Okay, what is difference between one thing and another? Suppose we are aware with protocol separately. Okay, but we should know what is dependency of one protocol on another, one process on another. Okay, suppose one process on is not triggering, one thing is not working fine, then what is impact on another products? Okay, what is impact on another call flows, another processes? Okay, so these things we should know in detail, in deep, in concept wise, IE level, whatever information element we are exchanging. Okay, so if we are aware with these things, then only we can say we are doing R&D, research and development. Okay, so this is the main thing, this is the important factor. So here we can say knowledge is the key. Okay, our knowledge is key, knowledge is the factor which we need to do this type of work. Okay, so now anyone, anything, any doubt in these two? Clear these 2 points? Okay, so here third point we have hands-on tool experience. Okay, so you can see here we have two module. First one is real-time tool experience, second one is hands-on tool experience. Okay, so as I mentioned, in real-time tool experience is the thing when, if we are, suppose today in one session we are just understanding the CSFB, is call flow, then same time we will try to see the logs in tool. Okay, so guys, again I just want to highlight one thing, it's nothing like that end of the course we will take 2-3 session to show the tool to you. Okay, it's nothing like that. From day one, starting from the course, whatever we will cover, whatever we can see in the tool, we will try to analyze in the tool. Okay, so if suppose today we are covering some topic, the same thing we just try to analyze in the tool. Okay, so it is kind of parallel process. Okay, so two thing, first one is we just try to understand thoroughly, second thing is we will see in the tool. These two part we will cover in the class. Okay, in our regular sessions. Okay, but third point is, which is our hands-on tool experience. Okay, hands-on tool experience. So guys, based on our past experience, we got this feedback. Once we join any company or in interview as well. Okay, if someone asks in detail about the tools. Okay, so if you all are aware, like yeah, we are like in any interview for any position, first thing is what is your day-to-day activity? Okay, what is your day-to-day activity? Right, what exactly you are doing on daily basis? Okay, so in that case we have to explain the practical things or the real thing which we are doing. Okay, if we are explaining the practical thing, if we are explaining the day to day activity, the tool is the main thing which we have to explain. Okay, means we have to explain that this tool, that tool for our log analysis, we are using that process for our log analysis. Okay, in that way we have to explain, in that way we have to uh, showcase our skills. Okay, so if you have seen this tool remotely one two time, then in the interview sometime you feel nervous. Okay, because you haven't seen that tool. Okay, so if you are saying that I'm using that tool daily basis, okay, and you have seen this tool one or two time, that is not sufficient. Okay, leave that interview. If you join any company and you are saying we have 5 or 10 year of experience, okay, and you don't have any idea, much idea about any tool, then definitely your performance will be impacted. Okay, your performance will be impacted. Means the people surrounding you, or maybe your team lead, or maybe your manager, they quickly can judge you. You don't have that much of idea of tool exposure. Okay, so to deal with this issue, we have included this extra module. Okay, just try to understand this one, this extra module for you guys, which is hands-on tool experience. Okay, so in this hands-on tool experience, whatever we will cover here, this is in class. Apart from this class, you can take access of tool. Okay, guys, these are proprietary tool. We have to pay heavily for the license. Okay, as we mentioned, we are working in this domain. We are working in the telecom domain only, in this testing domain only. We have some working projects. Okay, so that's why we have these tools. Okay, permanently we have this tool, means we are paying for this license only. Okay, so we can provide the access of this tool to you. Okay, so roughly on an average 15 hours individually you can access this tool. Okay, so practice of this much time give you the confidence, the basic understanding, this basic like how to use that tool, how to check any message, how to analyze any call flow. Okay, so this thing you can do your own. Okay, so based on the availability, okay, means we have some limited tool. Definitely these are costly. Okay, so we have some limited tool. So based on the time slot, you have to first request to our admin team, like on that particular date, from this to this for 2 hour 1 hour, whatever you want. Okay, I need that tool, I need access of that tool. Okay, so our team will provide the access of any particular tool. Okay, the real time whatever we are using in real time industry. Okay, access of the tool, you can access, you can spend time with the tool, you can check whatever you want to check. Okay, so this will give you confidence, this will give you the idea all about whatever we are doing. Okay, so in the interview, in the real time, once you join any company, here automatically you will be confident. Okay, so guys, any doubt now in this part, in these three module, whatever we have covered? Any other thing we can explain? Okay, so next thing is separate placement cell. Okay, so once we complete our course, okay, once we about to complete, then we will work for Naukri profile, LinkedIn. Okay, then whatever our resume preparation. Okay, how to manipulate your experience. Okay, so these our separate placement cell we have. Okay, those guys will work with you individually. Okay, and they will provide you the feedback, they will help you in your profile creation, in your experience manipulation. Okay, in your like CV preparation, how to showcase the skill, how to add the skill. Okay, based on the JD job description you can modify your CVs. Okay, those things we will work. Apart from that, every month we have demo interview. Okay, every month we have demo interview. Suppose we have covered 3 topics in this month. Okay, so we will take interview. Okay, we will take interview to discuss whatever we have covered. Okay, again, one more point, guys. Sometime it happens we are confident enough, like I know this thing very well, I am aware with this thing, I have covered everything. Okay, but when it comes to the interview explaining the same thing, okay, then somewhere we missed few points. Okay, so just for practice, this is you for you guys only. Okay, just for practice, every month we have demo interview session. This is again individual sessions. Okay, individual one-to-one discussion. Okay, so we will take demo interview based on whatever we have covered. Okay, whatever we have covered, whatever, and from theory point of view, from practical point of view. Okay, so based on that only we will take demo interview and we will provide the feedback in which area you can uh, modify, you can improve yourself. Okay, so these feedback we will provide you. Okay, so end of the course, end of whenever you will be when you will cover everything in the class, in the session, okay, you will be ready for a real time interview. Okay, for industrial real interview. Okay, so these things we will cover. Apart from that, based on our uh, resources, based on our references, we will try to align two at least interview calls for you guys. Okay, so we are also taking interview, we are also hiring, we are also taking candidates. Okay, apart from us, like we have tie up with some companies for providing the manpower. Okay, apart from that, our past candidates, our previous candidates, they are working in different companies. Okay, so yes, we have references. Okay, so with the help of those references we can share your profile in the industry. Okay, so at least definitely if uh, kind of we have more vacancies, definitely we will share your profile with some more companies, but at least two we will try to align the interview for you guys. Okay, now we have some, at last we have some questions. Okay, we have drafted some questions. Okay, so these questions are as an interviewer what we ask from the candidate. Okay, then whatever our previous candidates have faced in that particular company, suppose Capgemini. Okay, so what type of question they ask for any particular experience level, particular profile. Okay, TCS, Qualcomm, MediaTek. Okay, so what type of question they ask? Suppose 10 to 12 year they ask this type of question. What is approach of that companies? Okay, so this questions will give you idea. This question will give you understanding what type of question people ask in interviews. Okay, so this type of thing will help you in preparation. Okay, so now in that way you have all the points, all the material which will be helpful for your interview. Okay, clear? Any doubt, anyone? Anyone, anything? Okay, so last one is 24 into 7 support. Okay, so in this 24 into 7 support, basically suppose we have covered, mostly we have weekend batches. Okay, Saturday and Sunday. Okay, as we are also working professional, so like weekdays also we also have the something to do. Okay, so we have mostly batches on Saturday, Sunday. Okay, so suppose whatever we have covered on Saturday, Sunday, and you have some doubt from tool point of view, from theory point of view. Okay, so you can cover those doubt. You don't have to wait for next Saturday, Sunday. Okay, you can cover those things in weekdays. Okay, so either your trainer, means suppose this is I'm taking the classes, so either me or our another technical person, they can help you in that doubt. Okay, so you don't have to wait for next thing. So again, we have some projects in North American time, miss your night, miss Indian time. Okay, then our daytime. Okay, so in that way we are supporting our projects throughout the clock, means 24 into 7 based on our project requirement. Okay, so in that way, in this time we are available for our project, so we can help you in your doubt, in your training, in your any type of concern. Okay, clear guys? Anyone, anything wants to know anything else? Okay, so now here we have some tools, okay, what we use for our training purpose. Okay, first thing is Qualcomm. Okay, so these all are proprietary based tool guys. Again, okay, we need license for using this tool. Okay, so for Qualcomm we have QXDM and QCAT. Okay, QXDM we can use for log analysis and log capturing. Okay, QCAT we can use for log analysis. Okay, MediaTek we have ELT. ELT we can use for log analysis and for log capturing. Okay, Logel for log analysis and capturing both we can use. Okay, Wireshark is kind of in a way open source tool, Wireshark, but to analyze any log to see the packets we need dissectors. Okay, you can understand plugins, some a sort of plugins we need. We have to first install the plugins. After that only we can see the logs in the Wireshark. Okay, so these tool we use in our training, in our practical sessions. Okay, so suppose for some call flows we are using QXDM, for some we are using ELT, for some we are using Logel. Okay, so in that way we'll try to cover all the tool in our training session for different call flows. Okay, so you will get understanding how to use any particular tool, how to filter out the messages, how to analyze the log. Okay, so these all things we will discuss in our practical sessions. Okay, now this is our ELT. Okay, this is ELT. ELT is MediaTek based tool. Okay, so here you can see all the messages. Okay, like these are the messages, protocol messages. Okay, this is suppose RRC messages. Inside this message you can see each and everything, means the direction, mobile to network. Okay, then here in downside you can see whatever information element we are sharing. Okay, whatever things we are sharing in that way. This is like your L1. L1 means physical layer, L2 means your MAC, RLC, PDCP, those traces. Okay, so each and every trace, each and everything we can see, we can check here in this one. Okay, in this tool. Okay, to filter out the messages, to analyze the messages, each and everything possible, each and everything we can see. Okay, so this is about your MediaTek tool ELT. Okay, now our admin team, Deepak, are you there? Can you please share your screen?
Yeah, stop your screen.
Okay, so this is our QXDM. Okay, so same way, some minor difference we have. Okay, means minor difference means how to filter out the messages, how to load the logs. Okay, so the minor difference we have from tool point of view. Otherwise, whatever information we are sending or receiving, those will be remain same. Okay, whatever information we have, those are aligned with 3GPP. Those things are aligned with 3GPP. So end of the day, those will be same. Okay, so here you can see how to filter out the messages. Okay, so here we have like the OTA logs. OTA means over there whatever messages we are sending. Okay, so here we have 5G logs. Okay, these are the 5G logs. 5G information. Okay, this is one another tool, QCAT. Okay, this is another tool, QCAT. Same way here also, right side you can see whatever information element we have. Left side here you can see the flow, the messages, what all messages we have in any particular flow. Okay, right side as I mentioned, here you can see the uh, information element we are sharing. Okay, so this is for an example RRC connection request. RRC connection request we have two eyes. Okay, so in that way you can analyze all the thing, all the messages. Okay, channel information, whatever information element we are sending. Okay, all thing in the detail you can analyze in this tools. Okay, next one. Okay, this is Lojal. Okay, so in this Lojal also, left side you can see here the logging. Okay, so suppose here we have the paging for now, like this is a real thing. Okay, so paging we are getting. Okay, paging messages like the attach request, attach thing. Okay, so this is your complete attached flow. So left side you can see the messages, whatever sending, whatever receiving, what is the NAS messages we have, what is the AS messages we have, access datum, what are the system information we have. Okay, so each and everything you can see. Again, right side here you can see the information elements. Okay, whatever information elements we are sending or receiving in any particular message. Okay, so those all things you can see here, you can analyze here. Okay, so in that way, we can analyze any log, we can find out any bug, we can understand any call flow. Okay, so these all things we can see here, we can analyze here. Last one, Wireshark. Okay, so this is guys Wireshark. Okay, so same way, upper side here in Wireshark, you can see the message type. Okay, suppose this is S1 AP protocol message, initial attach request. Okay, here downside you can see the whatever information we have inside that particular message. Okay, so same way, these different tool we use for different based on the product, based on the chipset whatever we are using. Again, same way, for Qualcomm based chipset we are using QCAT and QXDM. For this Wireshark we are using, like this is 5G node below. Okay, so these Wireshark we are using for like enode based enode log analysis. Okay, whatever enode traces we have. Okay, so these things we can see, these are RRC log, F1 AP means F1 interface we have. Okay, so those capture we have here. Okay, so we can analyze these things in detail, whatever information this particular message carrying. Okay, so different nodes, different chipset based UE, all the logs we can analyze with the help of these different tools. Okay, now let me, thanks Deepak, let me share my screen again. Yes, so guys, any doubt, anyone, with respect to these points, whatever we have covered?
Do you have the G node B and E node B setup in your lab? Complete setup you have?
Yes, I have. Yes, we have, not in India, but like outside, as we have some working projects, so we have these setups.
So how to take this G node B and E node B log?
How to?
Take G node B and E node B log.
This we will discuss in detail. Okay, so remotely we can access those things and we can take the logs and each and everything. Okay, then we can analyze.
And MIMO also you have?
Yes, MIMO we have. Okay. Okay, so
So
again,
remotely we can access these setups, right?
yes.
Okay.
Okay, so these are, if you are aware, these are very costly setup. Okay, so we cannot only use this thing for training purpose. Okay, so as these are the working thing for our regular projects we are using. Okay, project related things, so we can show you based on the availability. Okay, these thing we can show you. Okay, for an example, here you can see our lab. Okay, in this lab, these are our RU. Okay, this RU we can connect with DU simulator, then we have some UE simulator. Okay, so in that way, in that case, we can show you each and everything. Okay, these are the connection, how to connect these thing, how to, and this is ORAN based setup basically. Okay, so how to connect this thing, how to kind of analyze the log, where is how to capture these log. Okay, these things we can discuss in detail. Okay, so this is our lab. Okay,
Okay.
this is not
Okay.
in India basically, so this is outside India, but remotely we can access. Yeah, any doubt, anyone else, anything? Okay, so now last thing is these are some companies, okay, some of the companies which are working in this domain, okay, which are working in this domain. These are the companies, okay, means our operators, some software companies, okay, some vendors. These are service based companies, okay, these are service based companies, okay. So these are some companies which are working in this domain, okay. So few point we have. First one is some chipset based companies, okay, like Qualcomm, MediaTek, okay. Then some infra vendors we have like Samsung, Nokia, Ericsson, this one, Altestar, okay. Radisys, these are infra vendors we have, okay. Some software companies, these are investing in the telecom, okay, because of ORAN, okay, because ORAN. Some companies we have, software companies we have, which are investing. For an example, Dell and HP, okay. Dell and HP, they are providing their servers, okay. So in because of ORAN, we have CUDU concept, okay, which we are trying to deploy on RAN, sorry, on cloud, okay. So because of that only, this Dell and HP, they are providing the solution, cloud solution, okay. So in that cloud solution, basically we just try to integrate our nodes, our 5G nodes, our RU, DU and CU, okay. And this complete solution we can showcase to any operator, okay. So here in these companies also we have opening. Last to last batch, our two candidate placed in HP, okay. So what they are doing now, they are doing IoT, okay. IoT means interoperability testing, okay. So suppose we have three things. Are you, so we will not go in deep for ORAN, okay, but just main concept is now in ORAN we can test multiple vendors, or we can kind of integrate multiple vendors elements, okay. So suppose RU we are using from Samsung, DU we are using from Radisys, CU we are using from Airspan or any other company, Nokia for an example, any company, okay. So for complete solution, they can deal with HP. Now they can deploy their nodes, okay. Both three companies, three different companies deploy their nodes, okay. So finally we have to do IoT, interoperability testing, means these three nodes, if they are working fine or not, when we try to integrate these three nodes at a time, okay. So this is kind of some scope we have in HP or Dell, okay. So these guys are testing, these
Is
guys are
it
testing this
uh,
type of testing. Yeah,
is
go
it
ahead.
possible to have a CU and DU of the different vendors?
Yeah, possible.
Okay.
Okay. So now like some new vendors we have like this, okay. So in that way, these are the thing which we have. These are the, some of the companies which are working in this domain, okay. Now anyone, any doubt, anything, whatever we have covered, okay. So now let's see the syllabus, okay. Whatever, like quickly let's walk through the syllabus, okay. So this is our LT 5G or orange syllabus, okay. So starting with the LT. So in LT, so guys, whatever we will cover in our class, whatever we will try to cover, we always try to cover from very basic, okay. So regardless of your experience, your knowledge, your past experience, okay, your expertise, we always try to start from very basic. So if you are aware, then that is fine. If you are not aware, that is also fine, okay. So all will be on same page, okay. So starting from very basic, what type of testing we have, okay, what all testing setups we use, test case, how to design the test case, all these things we will discuss, okay, in detail. Then we start with LT architecture, okay. LT architecture, we are starting with nothing to do with protocol testing of that architecture, but still, so that we will be in sync, we will have some basic ground information of that uh, of that technology. Okay, then we have whatever interfaces we have, what is protocol stack we have. Okay, the function of protocol stack means what all protocols we have in that stack. Okay, what is the functionality of individual protocols we have. Okay, after that, few important concept we have in any technology, which is frame structure. Okay, means resource allocation in frequency and time domain. Okay, so here we have OFDMA, CFDMA, some new concept we have in 4G. Okay, then CP, what is cyclic prefix. Okay, CP is, these are kind of our electronics concept. Okay, but this is playing major role in 4G, and in 5G they have more important role as compared to LT, because these are fixed in LT, but in 5G we have multiple things. Okay, with respect to our frame structures. Okay, we call that numerology. Okay, so different numerologies we have. So we'll try to understand what is the role of these thing in the our communication system. Okay, then we have channel and channel mappings, what all logical physical transport channel we have. Okay, so those things we will try to understand. Sorry. So then we have some identifiers we have in LT. Okay, so those things we will just try to understand what is like. Then we start the LT power on. In LT power on, we have some steps, like first we do synchronization, PSS and SSS. Then we have MIB, SIB. Okay, then we have RETCH. Okay, means uplink synchronization we use. Okay, then we have some NAS messages. Okay, how to send this NAS messages. Okay, these are interesting one. Okay, how to send this NAS message to the network. Okay, how we will attach with the network. Okay, so each and every message we will try to understand. We will see in the tool what our information we are sending or receiving. Okay, means what our U is sending, what our network is responding. Okay, so this is our complete LT attached flow. Okay, means after this reconfiguration, we will be we can say attach is successful. Okay, after that in RRC we have reestablishment procedure, RRC release procedure. Okay, apart from that we have some important call flows like handover. In handover, two type of handover we have, X2 and S1 in handover. Okay, so we just try to understand what is difference between these two, X2 handover and S1 handover, in which condition we perform S1 handover, in which condition we perform X2 handover. Okay, then we have some measurement related configuration is again related to handover only. Measurement gap is one of important parameter in handover. Okay, so those things we'll just try to understand. Then we have, just a second. Okay, then we just try to understand protocol layer wise. Okay, so suppose here we have MAC layer, so just try to understand what is the MAC functionality. So MAC PDU is one of the important thing. Okay, means how we are constructing our MAC PDU. PDU is output of any layer, SDU is input of any layer. Okay, so those concept also we just, again we will see, we'll revisit all these basic concept. Okay, then we have HARC is one of the important parameter of MAC layer. So this is kind of how we are checking, finding the error in the packets, how we are doing the retransmissions. Okay, then we have SR, scheduling request, BSR. So what is the dependency of SRN on BSR? Okay, so what is later we have PHR, this is part of power control. Okay, then what is the concept of LT paging? Okay, DRX, discontinuous reception. Okay, PUCCH, we have like uplink channel. Okay, so then we have RLC we have some transmit mode. Okay, so transfer mode. Then we have TM, AM, UA. These are three important scenarios, three important procedure we have. Transfer mode we have in RLC. Those thing we will just try to understand. Then we have PDCP. In PDCP we have ROSC. Okay, so the IP header, whatever IP data we are receiving, we just try to compress that data. Okay, then we have advanced feature, means that carrier aggregation, what all type of carrier aggregation we have, throughput analysis, all those things we just see in the detail. Okay, then we have 5G 5G content. Okay, so same as LT, 5G also we just try to understand from very beginning. Okay, from very starting, means 5G architecture, deployment options. Okay, so in 5G we have two things, NSA and SA. Okay, so we just try to understand how to deploy, what all deployment option we have, real time, what all is kind of more preferable option we are adopting in real time deployment. Okay, so 5G deployment option. Then we have network slicing. This is important thing in 5G, new concept which is introduced in 5G. Okay, then we have 5G bands, FR and FR2, two different range we have in frequency. So earlier, if you remember, LT we were not having such concept. We were using the same frequency ranges. Okay, but now we are working on very high frequency ranges. FR1 is kind of lower frequency ranges. Okay, not exactly lower, but in comparison of these two, FR1 is lower frequency ranges. Okay, FR2 is higher frequency ranges. We are talking about the millimeter wave here. Okay, so then 5G spectrum and different use case of these thing. Okay, then supplementary uplink, supplementary downlink. Okay, then we have numerology. This is very important topic in 5G. Okay, so earlier if we compare 4G and 5G, most of the thing was fixed in 5G. Okay, sorry, 4G. So to make 5G more flexible, we these things means suppose sub carrier spacing, your grid size, grid thing, grid related part, those are configurable now. Configurable means dynamic now. Okay, so we can say 5G is more flexible in a way so that we can fulfill our different use case need with the help of this thing. Okay, then we have SDAP. SDAP is new layer in the 5G. Okay, earlier we were not having this SDAP in 4G. Then PDCP is again same thing, RLC. Then 5G channels, SS location. So this SSB is again new thing in 4G. Okay, earlier we were having the sync signal separately, but in 5G we are having one block only. So we are transmitting PSS, SSS, and PBCH in one block. We call that sync signal block, SS block. Okay, so then we have I will discuss in detail what is the concept of this one SS block. Then we have like beam forming RRC state. So here also we have new addition in RRC state. Earlier we have having the two state only, idle and connected. But now in 5G we have one more dormant state which is inactive state. Okay. So then cell search procedure of assay. Then we will do the log analysis. Then assay call flow. Then we have ORAN. Okay, then we have ORAN. So ORAN is nowadays hot topic. Okay, so whatever we are just trying to deploy. So if you have seen in last World Mobile Congress, we have seen that Qualcomm also introduced their infra projects with the help of ORAN. Okay, so now key point is with the help of ORAN, now more companies are investing, heavily investing in the telecom domain. Okay, means some IT companies, cloud-based companies, some companies which are earlier limited to the UE side, they are also investing in infra projects. Okay, so we just try to understand how this ORAN is beneficial in that case. Okay, so what is history of ORAN, what exactly ORAN we have, what is kind of current restriction. Okay, which is kind of we can deal with those restriction with the help of ORAN. Okay, so those things we just try to understand. Okay, so here we have CUDU and RU concept in ORAN. So we just try to understand. Okay, so some split options we have. So based on that split option we can define the protocols between these three element. Okay, then we have, so most important thing is 7.2 split is the one which we aggressively are deploying nowadays. Okay, so this is kind of how we are deploying the protocol. So this is some part of IE we are now providing to the RU. Okay, what is the challenges we have, lab setups. Okay, so what is the kind of important element in 5G like SMO, RIC. RIC, we have two type of non-RIC, non-real-time RIC, near real-time RIC. Then we have management node. This is SMO. Okay, some FCAPS procedures. Then we have what is the difference between CPRI and eCPRI protocol. Okay, so as compared to previous one, this eCPRI is the one which we are using in 5G in ORAN. Okay, so not only 5G, not only 5G, we are trying to deploy LT as well on ORAN. Okay, so So this one, next we have the characteristic of eCPRI and CPRI. Okay, here we can divide into these different protocols, different planes. Okay, so we have C plane, U plane, S plane. Okay, so S plane is synchronization plane, C plane is control plane, U plane. Okay, C plane is more about the allocation, U plane is more about the data. Okay, whatever IQ data we are transferring. Okay, so here we can see synchronization. So synchronization is very big challenge in our network side. Okay, so how we can establish the synchronization between our different modes. Okay, so four models we have: C1, C2, C3, C4. Okay, how we will establish the synchronization? This is the different topologies we have. So we will just try to understand what is the difference between these four. Okay, how we will real time we deploy this thing. Then we have M plane. Okay, so M plane is management plane. So like file modification, fault management, file management. Okay, like initial boot up of nodes. Okay, those things take care by my M plane. Okay, so those things we will see how M plane is responsible for those type of thing. Then we have netcon session. Okay, so first in M plane, netcon session is the first thing which we will try to establish. Okay, so these are the thing important part which we have in M plane. Okay, after that we have Python. So in this Python automation, basically we start with the embedded system is the very basic thing. What is the embedded system? Okay, after that we have what is different things we have, like environmental setup, what all type of how to run those codes. So suppose you have any coding background, then that is fine. If you don't have, that is also fine. Okay, so we will start with from very basic. Okay, first we will try to understand how to write a code, simple code. Okay, after that we will build up. Okay, so like data type, what is kind of decision making logics we have in our Python. Okay, so end of the day, whatever we will cover, whatever we will understand, okay, this loop, function, module, packages, each and everything, whatever we will do, whatever we will understand, each and everything we will try to relate our 5G. Okay, so end of the day, we have to use this Python for our 5G system. Okay, so whatever projects, small projects we will try to develop, whatever small things we will try to develop, those are based on the 5G. Okay, for an example, 5G throughput calculation, KPI calculation, log analysis. Okay, so suppose you just we have seen the logs. There we have multiple traces. Okay, so to find out a small thing in that logs is very hectic thing sometime. Okay, we suppose we have some 10 GB of log. Okay, and we are looking for a small information. Okay, so to find out that information manually will, it is time taking. Okay, not impossible, but it is time taking. Okay, we need to invest some time. We have to find out very carefully. Okay, but suppose we have a script which is kind of 10 to 15 lines of script. Okay, if we develop any script, then that script find us any keyword, any message within fraction of second. Okay, so in that way we can increase our productivity, we can increase our our save our time. Okay, so these things will help us, this thing is help us for analyzing and for more creative way we can do our task. Okay, so this Python is one add-on. So that is from our syllabus side. Anyone, any doubt, anything? Any concern, guys? Anyone? Okay, so now let's see few point. Okay, so as we are discussing protocol testing, this and that. Okay, so before that we have to understand what is protocol. Anyone, any idea what is protocol?
Yes. Yes. Yeah.
It's a
Protocol is a set of
communication
their
way of
rule. Protocol is a set of their rule. You can say.
Okay. Okay.
way of communication between two nodes.
Okay. Anyone? Anything else?
Is a set of rules to communicate between the two receiver.
Okay. So correct only. So just try to understand. So protocol is basically set of rules, okay, which we are using for our communication purpose. Okay. So one thing here we have suppose two node, okay, and we want to establish a communication between these two node. Okay. Suppose this is UE and this is my node B. Okay. And we want to establish the communication between these two nodes. The first important thing is they both should follow same set of rule. After that only they can establish that they can do some communication. Okay. So suppose this node no Hindi, this one English. So can we establish some communication between these two nodes? No, right? Because they both are following different set of rule. Okay, they both are following different set of rule. Okay, so to establish two-way communication between these two nodes, the protocol or the rule they are following should be same. Okay, so now suppose this is Hindi, this no Hindi, then we can establish the communication, right? So in that way, if we just understand, suppose this language is our technology. So what set of rule we have here? Grammar. Okay, tenses, vocabulary. These are set of rule. Okay, which we are following in English. Okay, so now just compare this example with our technology. Suppose we have LT. In LT, we have L3 layer, L2 layer, L1 layer. Okay, L3 we have NAS and RRC. Protocols we will see. Okay, so these are the protocols. These are the rule which we are following in the this technology, this LT. Okay, so these are the set of rule which we are following. So suppose we want to establish some communication, some connection between LT and A node B. So we both should follow the same protocol, same set of rule. After that only we can establish some communication. Clear? So this is protocol which is responsible to establish the communication between our nodes. Okay, now where we have these protocols? Okay, so here NAS, RRC, PDCP, RLC, then MAC, and here we have 5. Okay, now here RRC, L2 is as it is, PDCP, RLC, MAC, and here we have 5. Then where we have NAS, NAS we have here. Okay, so NAS is our core layer protocol. Okay, so this is my UE, this is my E node B, this is my MME. Okay, so this is kind of L3 layer, this is L2 layer, this is L1 layer. Okay, so L3 we have 3 protocol. Layer 3 we have NAS and RRC. Layer 2 we have PDCP, RLC and MAC. Layer 1 we have 5. Okay, so these are the protocols which we have and distributed in these 3 nodes in that way. Okay, so we have some rules. We have some rules. Okay, so the flow will be always top to bottom. Okay, transmitter side, receiver side, bottom to top. Okay, so few more rules we have. So let me ask you a few questions. First one is, can my NAS communicate with RRC? Anyone?
No, sir.
Rishabh, Dhruv, Varun, Pavan, Dhamraj, Avad. Any thought?
No, sir.
Okay. Can my NAS communicate with RRC? No. Okay.
No.
So yes, we have this rule. The same protocol can communicate with same protocol. Okay. Means this one, my NAS can communicate with NAS layer. Right. The next question is, do we have any direct interface between UE2 NAS layer, MME?
No.
It's a
No.
NAS. It's a NAS only, no? UV to MME is a NAS only, right?
Only NAS.
No.
Means can we send any message from UE to MME directly?
No.
Directly.
No.
Yeah, it's via eNode B only
Why?
or GNode B only, but it will be a transparent message for the node.
Okay. Okay. Yes, correct only. Okay. So we cannot send any direct message from UE to MME. Okay. So then how we will send this message to the MME? Okay. Because from UE to eNode B, we have interface. Okay. Which is air interface in a way. But yes, we have interface between UE to eNode B. Okay. So let's see then how we will send this message to network. Okay, so for an example, we have one packet and one information and which we want to send to our MMA. Okay, then we have to piggyback that message. Okay, we have to piggyback that message inside RRC message. Okay, means we are inserting this message, this NAS message into this RRC packet. Okay, now we can send this RRC packet to the from antenna OTA. OTA means over the air. Now my eNode B will receive that packet. Now once my RRC will receive the same packet, here we have NAS information. Okay, so once we decode this information, my RRC will find out we have some information, some packet which belongs to NAS layer, means MME. Okay, so here we have one interface S1 AP protocol. So with the help of that S1 AP, we will send that information and to the network. Okay, now this MME only will be able to decode that information and okay, because the same layer only can decode this information. Okay, so this is the way how we will piggyback the NAS messages into RRC and how we will send this NAS message to the NAS layer or MME. Okay, now let me show you this the same thing in the OTA message. Okay, just a second. Okay, so this is RRC connection setup. One message we have. This is my RRC message. Okay, so inside that RRC message, here you can see NAS PDU, NAS payload. Okay, dedicated info NAS. This is the exact name of that packet. Dedicated info NAS. This is my NAS PDU, which we are sending inside my RRC message. Okay, so once my eNodeB will receive this message, okay, it will extract that NAS information and will send that NAS information to the MME. Okay, what NAS information we are sending here? Attach request. Okay, so here we are sending the attach request. So we are sending in dedicated info NAS. Okay, clear this protocol stack? Anyone any doubt? Okay, so now let's quickly understand what is the day-to-day activity, what is responsibility of protocol testing engineer. So guys, anyone, are you aware what is the responsibility of protocol testing engineer and how it is different from like any other profile from telecom domain? Means whatever you are doing, suppose device drive testing, integration, or the optimization, how it is different, the testing profile. Any idea? Anyone?
I am currently working with the drive test logs only. I'm analyzing the layer 3 messages.
Okay.
But I do not have the access to the protocol levels. The protocol levels. We can read those messages which are in RRC.
Okay. Okay. Correct. Got it. Anyone else?
Testing the new software end to end with all the protocol layer functionality.
Okay. Protocol layer functionality. Anyone? Rishabh, Neeraj, Varun, Pavan, Avad. What do you guys think? Okay, let me explain. Okay, so first just try to understand. So let me write down like few profiles. Suppose we have DT, integration, optimization, and I'm not sure like knock or something. Okay, suppose some profiles we have here in tower side with the telecom and deployment also one profile we have deployment. Okay, deployment. Okay, so guys, these are also telecom profiles. Okay, so telecom is kind of superset. Everything is coming inside the telecom only. Telecom is communication only. Okay, so as I think Sanjeev mentioned, we have this profile DT. Okay, DT, I think drive test, right? Device, no, drive test, not device test. Drive testing profile, we have this one. Okay, so in this one, the engineer go in the field, execute some scenario, and collect the logs. Okay, so whatever he is mentioning, he have access of layer 3. Okay, so some tool we have. So just name some tool. I just forget the name. Sanjeev, can you please name one tool name?
I'm currently using
Which one?
Xscale.
Xscale and
TAMS, Genex
TAMS, right. Yeah, TAMS. Actually, this one is kind of more commonly I have seen this name. Suppose TAMS. Okay, TAMS we are using. In that one, you can see this log. Okay, but main thing is you can see this log. I'm not sure whether you are aware, but in general, what we have observed, from past experience, 99% people are not aware what exactly the significance of that message. Okay, sometimes it happens 1% are aware what all messages we have, and some are aware with one or two eyes inside that message. Okay, that is not enough. This is kind of tends to zero only. Okay, means we know only 1 or 2% thing. Okay, now similar profile guys we have. So I'm not sure whether, let me comment, up to 30, 25 to 30 maximum K per month getting, means people are getting in this profile, right? Same, another hand, we have one profile which is FT. Okay, FT means field testing. Okay, FT means field testing. More or less both the profiles are same. Okay, the work wise both the profile are same. This FT engineer also go in field with the tool is different. Here we also like the same thing. The PC means our laptop connected with one handset, one UE, and we go nearby to the eNote B, our commercial eNote B, our live network. We perform some test case, suppose CSFB, power on, okay, throughput, okay, like that we perform some scenarios, then we capture the logs, okay, and we provide these log to someone else, right? Here FT guys also doing the same work, same thing exactly. They have, so here we have in the PC we have this tool TAMS or Excel, whatever you just mentioned. Okay, here we have the QXDM, ELT, and whatever tool for now we have seen. Okay, so first thing is definitely these tools are more capable, okay, to capture or to analyze anything. Okay, second thing is, now let's see the what is difference in person here. Okay, so this one FT, whatever it is capturing, suppose it is capturing a CSFB. Okay, so here more or less we are just only capturing the log. Okay, mostly what all things we can see, RF conditions, that's it. Okay, nothing specific, nothing deep inside that thing. Okay, and people, this is generic I'm telling you. Okay, don't take personal or maybe not applicable for all of you guys. Okay, so sometimes people are not even aware with the call flows. Okay, whatever they are executing, they are blindly executing, they are observing from UI only. UI means our screen, means whether the test case is pass or not. Okay, they are not even aware what is happening inside that call flow. Okay, but here our FT engineer, here also we have like this type of thing, like people blindly take the logs and they are not even aware with, they are not even aware with what is happening inside the call flow. But most of the time, as I can say 95%, they are responsible for first hand analysis. Okay, means whether the test case is passed or not, they have to look into the log, they have to analyze the log, means first analysis, not the deep analysis, the first level analysis they have to do. So somewhere I can see here knowledge involved, whatever you are doing in DT plus the knowledge of technology. Okay, this involved in this profile, in the safety profile. Okay, and roughly inside India also package is up to 8 lakh. Okay, 8 to 10 lakh people are getting in FT. I'm not talking about outside India, that is kind of n number of time. Okay, but in India also, as we are comparing these two profile, they are getting 8 to 10 lakh.
Yeah, Rahul.
Yeah,
Recently, one person, Akash Malhotra, is got selected for Google
yes,
for field
Canada.
testing. For field testing as well as lab testing. The package will be 1 CR.
Once, yeah, that is in Canada. Canada or somewhere else?
It's a
Canada, right?
Toronto. It's a
Okay,
Toronto.
Toronto. Sorry. Okay. So yeah, as that is happening like outside India. That's why like, I'm taking an example of inside India only. Okay. So this is the ground reality. But here major key factor is knowledge. Okay. Otherwise, like whatever he is doing, whatever you are doing, means that in the drive testing you are doing, Okay, the more or less things are same only. Okay, he is also capturing the log. Here DT is also capturing the log. Okay, so here one more thing we have somewhere. Here we have restrictions. Restriction means from like kind of if you want to learn something, you don't even have the resources. Okay, suppose someone is interested to learn, someone interested to kind of gain some knowledge. Okay, so these whatever you are using, these things, these tools, these infra is not even sufficient to deep dive into anything else. Okay, but here suppose you are not doing, suppose for an example, in 1 month 25 days you are just capturing the log, but last 5 days if you are investing some time. Okay, what I'm saying, if you just want to invest some time, if you want to learn something, then at least you have infra means you have the resources. Okay, means whether it is tool, whether someone to guide you, whether like kind of what all things we have to see. Okay, these all things. So at least you have something so that you can use those things for your personal growth. Okay, but first thing is, first you have to shift here. Okay, so this is kind of major difference. So sometime guys, if we leave this package, if we ignore this package, because sometime money is not everything, sometime not every time money is not everything, but just 1 second. But the work culture, your career growth. Okay, so let me write down one thing. Suppose here you are doing the field testing or whatever you are doing, tomorrow also if 6G will arrive or maybe 5G is going on. Okay, so nothing will change in your activity. Okay, no new thing, you just have to capture the log and you have to check the some kind of RF related part, RF related conditions. Okay, that's it, nothing will change. Okay, means from scenario wise you don't have to look into the logs, you don't have to look into the protocol wise, you don't have to look into anything. Okay, but now in this protocol from 4G to 5G, everything changed. Everything means most of the parameter, most of the protocol, most of the functionality just changed. Okay, here everything is static, means most of the things are fixed. Here most of the things are dynamic. Okay, now tomorrow 6G will come. Okay, so this will be progressive. Okay, this will be progressive. Now here suppose in 5G now we have ORAN. Okay, one thing, just we have one more add-on. Now in 6G, same way we will have AIML. Okay, not today we are not using that thing. Okay, so this is kind of basic thing whatever we are just trying to deploy today, but tomorrow we will get AIML. So RIC, one functionality we have, this is controller. We will try to integrate this AIML dance algos with RICs. Okay, so maybe these are the progressive path. Okay, means we have some new thing, we have something to learn always in this path. Okay, so this is kind of basic difference what we have in this two field. Okay, now let me cover clear or anyone anything, any comment. Okay, so now let me quickly cover what exactly we are doing. So for an example, the same our product cycle, product life cycle, we have the same thing. So suppose here we have Apple. Okay, Apple. So Apple decided it will launch some product, okay, with some functionality. Suppose band 78 support MIMO, suppose CA. Just randomly I'm writing any feature. Okay, so they decided they just want to launch any product with this support. Okay, now they have three option. Intel not an option nowadays because they have captured Intel modern business, okay, Qualcomm and MediaTek, okay. In general, like Apple work with Qualcomm, okay. So anything like this is like we are taking example, okay. That's why for an example, now they will discuss this requirement with these three chipset vendors, okay. So to develop any product, definitely they need some chipset, okay. So they will develop, they will discuss their requirement with these vendors, okay, these chipset vendors. What will happen? Suppose they have decided Intel. Again, in example, we have nothing to do with a real thing, okay. Okay, so then now Intel have project of this one Apple, okay. Intel have project from Apple, okay. So now what Intel will do? Intel will do some documentation, what is required, what is not required, what is already we have, what resources next we will need, okay, to develop this thing, okay. So project overview wise, to develop any product, these are the two things, okay. These are the two things which we need. First one is hardware, second one is software, okay. So two different things we need. One is software, one is hardware to develop any product. This is a mandatory our basic requirement, okay. So guys, what do you think? We are part of which team, software or hardware?
Software.
Okay, anyone, anything else, any other thought? Okay, correct only. We are part of software team, okay. So now from software team, again we have two options. First one is development team and second is test team, okay. Development team and test team, okay. So again we are part of testing team, okay. So now as a testing engineer, we are responsible for validating the feature, whatever development team is developing, whatever they are developed, okay. We will just try to validate those feature, we will just try to test those feature, okay. So our main goal is try out as much as defect, issues, bug, we call is bug, okay. Like issue in any software, we call it bug. So as much as bug we can, okay, so that we can make our software more stable, okay. So for an example, so first thing is based on the feature, we have to test cases, okay. We have to find decide the test cases, okay. We have to prepare the test setup, then we have to execute that scenario, then raise bug or issue, okay. Whatever issue we have find out, we have to raise that issue, we have to raise that bug, okay. So now suppose for an example, my software team, they developed first feature which is band N78 support, okay. This is band, this is my dev team, this is my test team, okay. So suppose they have developed bands N78 and build number 1, okay. So what we will do, based on this band 78, we will prepare some test cases, means whether we are able to attach with that band, okay. May that attach is successful or not, okay. Those things we will just try to check, okay. Then what we will do, after like test case and all these things we will prepare, after that we will execute this test case, okay. If we are able to attach, if these test cases are passing, okay, then we will pass this test case, otherwise fail means if we found out any bug, any issue, then we will raise that bug, that issue to the development team. Okay, so suppose this is bug 1, issue 1. Okay, then again software team will look into it. Software will team will just try to resolve this issue. Okay, then again they will provide us some next build version or software version. Okay, we call that build. The software is build. Okay, suppose build version 2. Okay, now in this build version 2 we have fix of bug 1 plus some new feature. For an example, now we have MIMO. Okay, so first thing is we will verify this bug, this issue, whether this is working fine or not. If this is working fine now, we will call it pass and we will close this bug. Okay, now if we find out any issue in this feature, then we will raise again the same way. Okay, we will raise like we have some issue bug 2 in MIMO. Okay, again my software team will provide some fix. Okay, so this is the cycle between development team and testing team. Okay, so for an example, we have software version 20 and hardware version 10. This is the working combination. Okay, miss parallelly, so hardware team also testing their hardware. Okay, so suppose our hardware version 10 and software version 20, this is the working combination. Then we will deploy this one to the customer. Okay, we will deploy this combination to the customer. Again, customer will test this one in their lab or field or anything wherever they want to test, and if they find out an issue, they will raise issue to the our team. Here we have separate team, which is customer engineering team, CE team, which is responsible for handling this type of issue. Okay, we can help. They can take help from us, means from test team. Okay, so this is the cycle which we follow in real time, and these are some of our responsibility, not all the responsibility. These are some of our main responsibility. Our main thing is, our main target is find out as much as issue we can. Okay, so that we can make our product more stable and customer will not get any major issue. Clear? Any doubt, anyone? So that is all, guys. Now you can ask for any concern, any doubt if you have. Anyone, any doubt?
Any way, whichever the logs you will show, we can open in our laptop and
No,
do the
no,
further
no.
analysis.
No, so
Some
whatever
is
log,
online.
so whatever we have, whatever, so some text profile we can show you, text, we can copy those and extract in text format. Those we can do, but we cannot share the log because this is kind of not useful for you. You need tool to analyze that thing. Okay, so for that only we have that hands-on tool experience, right? So you can access the tool, you can analyze the log your own. Okay, whatever you want to check, you can remotely access the tool and you can see.
So anytime I can access these
Yeah,
tools
anytime,
remotely.
anytime,
And
anytime, anytime, not only in training session. This is apart from training session. Okay, so those 12, 15 to 10 to 15 hours, those are apart from the regular training hours.
Hi,
Okay,
hello.
yeah,
Yeah, this is Ganapati.
yeah, Ganapati.
I'm having just 7 years of experience in telecom. Just want to know in this session regarding tools that
Mm-hmm,
log analysis,
mm-hmm,
email, TTI, syslog, and Wireshark logs are there, no? In LTE and 5G,
mm-hmm,
GNODB logs in
mm-hmm,
5G. These logs, any analysis type of explanation will be there in this.
Yeah, definitely we will do log analysis.
But email
So
and TTI traces here and
which one?
never email, TTI traces, syslogs and all will be there, no?
No, syslogs, those type of things. So no, so whatever our training, whatever we will discuss, those are focused on our protocols. Okay,
Okay.
means that our communication protocol, our LTE and 5G protocols.
Yeah, that's what LTE and 5G we used to take the logs for analysis, right? For example, handover issue and all.
No, so
These
those are
I
so
used
what
to. Yeah, please carry on.
now got it. So whatever you are taking, whatever you are talking about, those are from I think after that eNodeB and core side, you used to take the traces, right?
Exactly.
Okay, so
Yeah.
mainly our protocols are from UE to eNodeB, then MME. Okay, after that, whatever, for an example, going on GTP side. Okay, whatever information we have that side, we are not that much concerned about. Okay,
Okay.
okay.
So
Moving,
there won't be any discussion on email
yeah,
analysis.
Actually,
not regressed. Yes.
actually, email is the proprietary tool. So I think email and Wireshark will be the more or less same. So you can check the Wireshark and email, both will be the same only. But TTI traces, I don't know, sir. Are we
Yeah,
covering
TTI
MAC
traces
traces,
while
MAC,
doing testing. Yeah, please carry
MAC
on.
level?
Yeah.
Okay, so
Okay.
our things are
Okay,
based
understood.
on
Uh,
whatever protocol.
no, sir, my question again, my question related to that only. MAC, how to analyze the MAC layer log,
How to?
TTI logs, analyze MAC layer logs, scheduling logs, basically scheduler. How you is scheduled in particular TTI, what is its
Yeah,
blur,
we
RSSI,
can analyze through QXDM, QCAT to the
Okay,
RLC
so
MAC L2, L3 and all.
that is for the one UE, right? QXDM is for the one UE only. On the
whatever the
Gnode B
scheduler you
side,
are.
some multiple.
So yeah, I got your concern. So for now, like to be frank, we don't have that scheduler log. Okay, so
Okay.
thoroughly we can discuss, but log side we don't have for now. Okay, the
Okay.
scheduler log we don't have.
Now, while in these classes, that call flow and all, it will be discussing, no, right?
Yes,
That is
yes,
LTE
yes,
and 5G call flow and all,
yes.
architecture
Call
and call
friend.
flow.
Yes,
In that
exactly.
time, protocols, what and all protocols are there, we are going to discuss. But same protocols only. Generally, I used to do that email log collection. Actually, I don't know the analysis. I used to collect the logs and send to some other team to analyze it, L3 team. So I want to know how to
So
analyze
L3,
this.
yes.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
L3 is if you are talking about the L3 layer, so we have
No,
RRCN
no,
over
no,
there.
not L3 layer. L3, T3. We can say that T3. Uh, T2, T3 will be there, no? Teams to analysis with. Mine is only first level analysis I used to do
Okay.
after collecting the log, what and all errors are coming and all.
So
But after that, I used to send L2. If they are able to resolve it, well and good. Otherwise, they will refer to L3. Means they will be there in global wise and they used to do the analysis. So I want to know how to analyze the email, TTI, and syslog and all, and so snapshots, LTE snapshot and 5G snapshots. How to analyze it? That I want to know. That is the reason actually I enrolled this class.
okay. So I am not sure exactly to be frank, what is your like team is doing exactly in which area you are doing analysis, but for sure,
Oh,
whatever protocols
Rahul,
we have in L3 and yeah,
Rahul,
go ahead.
Rahul. Yeah, he's talking about the level 2 analysis, level 3 analysis. He's doing
Okay,
level 1 analysis.
Yes.
okay, okay, got it. So in which area you are doing, I'm not sure. Okay, so but whatever protocols we have for 4G and 5G, we will see the analysis. Okay, so let me share my screen just once. Okay, so just a second.
Basically, email is the layer 3 logs only, contains RRC
Okay,
and NAS.
Okay, so see, if you are talking about these messages, okay, for
Okay.
example, this is NAS message, this is RRC, okay, then we have like
Yeah.
authentication and this thing. So these things we will discuss in detail, okay, each and everything, whatever significance of these messages, security, attach, PDN connectivity request. This is my L3 messages, okay. In L2, where is my L2 traces? This is L2. Here we have MAC, RLC, and PDCP. Okay, so those things we have
Okay.
L2, then L1 we have 5. Okay, so these
Okay.
things we will discuss for sure.
Are we going to cover the eyes and different
Definitely.
messages under this?
Yes. So message name is not enough, right? So whatever message we have inside that, whatever important eyes we have, what is the significance, in which scenario we will send that eye. For an example, RRC connection request, we have two eyes, UI identity and establishment calls, right? So when we will send UI identities as a random number, when we will send STMC, those things we will discuss in detail for sure.
Okay.
Don't worry about that. Okay, one more thing, guys. Okay, to be frank, I just want to mention and highlight this point. Suppose in case you are expecting some more point which we are like missed, or which I kind of forget in training, definitely you can ask me. Okay, we have resources. Suppose for now I am not aware what is happening from MMA to another thing. Okay, suppose I am not expert in that thing. Okay, but definitely I will grab that information for you. Okay, don't worry, this is for sure. Whatever we can discuss, whatever we can provide, whatever I can show you, I will try to show you. Okay, yeah, anything else? Anyone?
The session will be on only weekends, right?
Yeah, we can. Saturday, Sunday, we
Yeah.
can.
How many
8 to 10.
hours?
8 to 10.
8 to 10 morning.
Yes.
Rahul, screen is visible?
Yes, visible.
Yeah. So guys, this is the layer wise message where we can
Okay. Here
analyze
you
all
can
the
see the
things.
layer message. Okay. Each and every layer,
Okay.
each and every trace here you can see.
So when is
All
so when is the deadline to enroll this course? Like, let's say we want to enroll. Like, when is the deadline to enroll?
the deadline
Yeah,
is
this week. Maybe I will share the
Friday.
number. You can check.
Before Friday,
Yeah.
you have to enroll. So guys, this tool also will be the part of training. Also will provide the hands-on on every tools. Not required to much hurry. Okay, lots of
Can
things to
you give
provide.
us the can you give us the details about the duration of the course and fees, etc.?
4 month. 4 month. Duration wise, 4 month.
For 4 month, 2 days a week or 5 days a week? How it will go?
2 weekend, Saturday, Sunday, 2 hour.
2 hours.
The protocol testing duration is 4 months, and if you want to take along with Python, it will be additional 2 months. All session will be
Is
on
6 month.
weekend, and protocol session testing in morning 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. Saturday and Sunday. Monday to Friday 9 to 10. If you have any question, you can reach out to our team for your doubt. Not required to wait on weekend. Once
And
one
and
topic will complete, just let me complete then. Once the topic will complete, you can take the tool for practice. Trainer will take the whole features and topic wise the tool for log analysis. Will not wait for to show the in last 2 days across the 4 months. The tool session will be based on topic wise. It means the tool will be start from day one.
Okay. For hands-on, whenever you want to access, based on the availability again. Okay. Suppose someone else is using, then we cannot provide you. But based on the availability, anytime you can access that tool. Okay. For
You
hands-on.
can just ping to our team. Team will align resource with time. Suppose you if you want to take the tool from tomorrow, so you have to inform day one before.
Okay. in advance you have to inform us. So accordingly we can arrange tool for you.
Fees, etc. You will separately communicate.
Yeah,
Which
yeah.
one?
You can take the screenshot
Ping
and you
this
can
one. Okay.
ping to number. The team will share
Ping to
all
this
the
number.
details.
Okay. Our enrollment team, HR team will take care of this process.
Okay.
And how do we enroll in the course? Like, is there a link that we get access to sign up for the course? Like how do we enroll?
Yeah,
No,
you
this
can
one you
just
can
ping on
check
the
on this
number. The
number.
team
Ping this
will
number.
share all the detail how you can enroll. Okay.
Okay, you'll share like
Here you
over
will get
WhatsApp
all the
or
detail. Yes. WhatsApp available on WhatsApp. Okay.
For outside of India, you can the payment procedure through application. The gateway is there. Any other question, guys? Feel free to ask. All session will be recorded. If you miss the session, you can watch through video. And access will be next 1 year. If you require more, you can just ping to our team, request for extension. We'll provide extension as well. Our goal is to transit yourself into this testing domain so that you can increase your package. Because in a 90-year journey in telecom, we must know about the CTC. If you are working in Ericsson, Nokia, or operator side or third-party company side. So this is the way only you can double or triple your package. Learning is the only key for success. I believe on this. I hope you got my point.
Yes, yes.
Any question from your side? Otherwise, we'll ask one question. So guys, this in batch size we have 25. The strength size of the batch. We have already 10 registration is already done. We have 15 seats are remaining, which will close in next 2-3 days. Okay. So who is interested? Raise your hand so that we can know about your interest. What about rest? Still happy in telecom? Or don't want to learn more? Okay, no issue. Maybe it's a confidential for you. Yeah, Vikram, Ramya, Fabric, Dharmraj, Chandrasekhar, Athav. Extension Nokia Ajis. Ajaz, you are struggling in more times. You are looking the job change, right? I think you send your resume. We have one opening. So team will align your interview as well in NCR region. Ajaz?
Hello.
Yeah, Ajaz. Okay. Thanks to all for joining us with today's webinar. Thanks, Rahul, Deepak, for this meeting.
Thank you all. Thank you.
Thank you all. Thanks for your time.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Okay. Can I call you after?
Sorry.
Can I have a direct call with you for more discussions?